Yeah, this is a black light. See, we let the Caucasian is a trickster, and we believe his lies. We believe everything he says. And this is the way he earned his living. He earned his living by trickery. And see, right now, I know at one time the most honorable Elijah Muhammad, used to come down on the Christian preachers because they wasn't teaching the Bible the way it should have been taught. He even came down on some Muslim scholars because they don't teach the people how the Quran should be taught. And he had the hardest job of all the Muslim ministers or imams and preachers that there was, because he was teaching his people behind enemy lines. And the enemy don't want Islam to take a hold, the real Islam, because this Islam that you got here is watered down. Because the real Islam don't use interest or credit. You see? And they don't believe in interest because they believe a man that needs help he's in a hole in the beginning when he asks for help. And when you add interest on to the loan, he's digging a deeper hole for himself. Now he has to pay back that what he owes, and the added on interest, which is a harder thing to do. And even the Bible don't go for usury. So every time the trickster, Uncle Sam, and you see he's wearing a magician's hat, pulling rabbits out of it. Every time he breaks a law, he breaks his own law, he makes a law that you can't do what he did. I mean, he did it and got away with it, but then he'll make sure that you can't get away with it, and he'll add a law, change the law, make sure that if you try what he tried, you'll go to jail. And so he keeps doing it and doing it and doing it. And every time he does it, he's going against the Constitution, the supreme law. But you can't smell that dirty drawers, or you done went nose blind. You done went nose blind. You can't smell no more. You're so used to that stink and that funk that you become accustomed to it. You're accepting it, and you're living with it. You don't want to tell Uncle Sam what you know about him because you're scared. And you bring this fear on each generation. And those of you who subscribe to me, y'all know I'm telling the truth, even though I might have some critics who don't like the way I'm saying it or what I say. But those people who uphold, scared to go up against Uncle Sam and rather go up against their own brothers. Well, see, let me tell you this. Every block got a bully on it. Every block got a crook on it. Somebody selling dope. You know what? The dope fiends know where to go and get the dope. The police even know. You know. But this is part of the American way, a part of the economy. They bring in the guns and the dope, and that's another way for you to make a hustle or make a living. And they know you're doing it, but don't get caught, or don't let them get mad with you and come and bust you, because your ass gonna be in jail. You know, that's another way to circulate that dollar. You see, just like this YouTube is another way to circulate that dollar. And so you feel like you don't want to talk about Uncle Sam or nobody. You know, 4th of July getting ready to come up, and you know, y'all gonna be celebrating, barbecuing. You know, the Bible also tells you not to eat pork, but y'all gonna be eating that hog. You know, and a lot of true Christians, you know, certain things they don't celebrate. But, you know, I don't talk about too much of the Christians, because some of them know the truth, but they don't want to practice the truth because of that almighty dollar. And everything has become commercialized. All the leaders has been, some of them, the majority of them has been bought off. You know what I'm saying? Relaxation. So they building a house of cards. You know, king, queen, and you hear other brothers talking about, you know, certain people are sold out. Well, the Native Americans sold out. Some of their tribes, some of their nations sold out. You always gonna find in each group that the Caucasian dominates sellouts. You know, the Chinese, a lot of them sold out. You know, Japanese, a lot of them sold out. Somebody drop a bomb on you and disintegrate a whole city of people, and then you sell out to them, but you're getting back at them in another way, but you still sold out. And once you get into bed with dogs, you're gonna come up with you're gonna come up with ticks and fleas, and you're gonna get bit, because you're messing with a mad dog. You know. So the best way to do is to try to stay as far away as that mad dog as you can, so you won't pick up no diseases. But our people have adopted the mad dog ways. You see, everybody got little furry little dogs now, walking little furry little dogs, because they feel like they rich. They want to impress their neighbors, like they got more than the neighbors got, and they better than their neighbors. You know, you hear black women talking about, my weave costs more than her weave. My shoes cost more than your shoes. You know, y'all silly. You know, brothers the same way. Brothers say, well, you ain't getting money the way I'm getting money. you ain't cool, you know, 'cause I get money, I'm a baller. Well, you murder people, man, you know, and there's something wrong with that, man, murdering people, you know.
I'm not going to cut forces to the American people. I'll leave that to others. I'll leave that to others. I'll leave that to others. The biggest unanswered question is, where is the money? The biggest unanswered
So
question
anyway,
is, where is the money?
all those who listen to me, all y'all who listen to me, my subscribers, ain't too much you can do, but don't participate in voting. That ain't gonna do no good. You see how Donald Trump got in there. You know, they get who they want in there. And don't fall for that game, man. You know, they know what they doing. You know, they know what they doing. This is their world. This is their game. What we gotta do is mentally separate ourselves from. It's hard to do. Spiritually and mentally, separation is more harder to do than physical separation, because you can still be separated from a negative thing, but mentally and spiritually you still be connected to it. So spiritually and mentally disconnect ourselves from this. And that's why I'm here, you know, to each day to keep you focused on separation of thought, and realize that we got to develop a system within a system of our own, and we got to unite. But you got to unite with those, and always remember this, that even if you unite with those who think like you, everybody got a sellout point. So even yourself, you might have a sellout point, because when hard times come, money ain't right, and you get desperate, no telling what you might do. So you got to find ways and means to not to be a sellout. And once you come up on that independence, methods of independency, you just gotta use your mind. I be throwing out little hints and ways, you know, like trying to get solar energy. That's one way to be independent. I'm not gonna say it all in this segment right here, but just be aware and keep your nose clean so you can smell Uncle Sam's funky ass draws. Get you some fresh some incense, you know, meditate, black light.